They pushed the old woman out of the bus because she could not pay her fare immediately. She was carrying a small basket. Her wrapper was faded. Her slippers were almost torn. And from the way she held her chest, you could tell she was tired. The bus conductor looked at her and shouted, "Mama, if you don't have money, come down. This is not charity." People in the bus turned to look. Some looked away. Some laughed quietly. One young man said, "These old people like disturbing everybody." The woman searched inside her small purse with shaking hands. "I have the money," she said softly. "Please let me check well." But the conductor was already angry. "Check what? You entered bus without complete money." The driver stopped by the roadside. The conductor grabbed her basket and placed it outside. "Mama, come down." The old woman looked embarrassed. Her eyes became wet, but she did not fight. She only said, "My son, please. I am going to the hospital." The conductor hissed. "Everybody has problems." That sentence made the whole bus quiet. I wanted to speak, but before I could, a black car stopped beside the bus. A man in a suit came down quickly. He looked at the old woman. Then his face changed. "Mummy." The conductor froze. The driver stepped out slowly. The man rushed to her and held her hand. "Why are you standing outside?" The old woman wiped her eyes and said, "They said I should come down." The man turned to the conductor. "You pushed my mother out of this bus?" The conductor started stammering. "Sir, I did not know she was your mother." The man looked at him and said, "That is exactly the problem. You needed to know who she belonged to before you treated her like a human being." Nobody spoke. Then the driver whispered, "Sir, please, we are sorry." The man looked at the name written boldly on the side of the bus. Then he said, "Do you even know who owns this transport company?" The conductor looked confused. The man held his mother's hand and said, "She does." The whole bus went silent. The same woman they pushed out was the owner of the company they were working for. The conductor's face dropped. The driver removed his cap immediately. But the old woman did not shout. She only looked at them and said, "If you can treat me like this, then how many poor people have you treated worse?" Her son wanted to fire them on the spot. But she raised her hand and stopped him. "No. Let them work one more month without salary deduction. But every morning, they must help elderly passengers enter safely. Let them learn respect through service." The conductor started crying. The old woman picked up her basket and looked at everyone in the bus. Then she said, "H will visit all of us one day. When it comes, may we not meet people who treat weakness like a crime." That day, I learned something. Never wait for someone to look rich before you treat them with dignity. Some people may look simple. Some may look tired. Some may look forgotten. But every human being deserves respect before you discover their name, their money, or their power.